And since I wrote them, I would like to see maybe a motion by you, Daryl, to sign those.
You seen that?
Huh?
That letter looks.
No, it's fine, I'm
appropriate.
a little frustrated, I mean, I thought I'd reached out to you guys on this, this is actually ongoing, we have, all these entities that you have on here are involved except for the county superintendent of schools, if that's considered Doug, he's not involved, Eric Wilkerson is, so I'm not sure what that is, but. Alright.
Right.
It's a little frustrating, this is what I thought I was asking for when I sent that request, saying, I heard Mako's produced something, can I get it so we can get things moving?
I was thinking resolution, I was thinking some kind of formal
I got you.
document, that's what I was looking for, so I'm
All right.
sorry. Yeah, I will make a motion that we sign and send those letters out to the appropriate people.
And I'll second. Motion's been made and second to approve letters to the county interdisciplinary child information and school safety team. All in favor?
A little discussion before we move on. I was gonna second and offer a friendly amendment that I'll offer it at this point. I would suggest that we change county superintendent of schools to the county superintendent, school superintendent, and that would be Eric.
Sure.
You guys good with that?
Yeah.
And so then that letter, we can go ahead and sign this afternoon or as soon as we get back. Should be easy enough to just change the address and the addressee.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Same. Motion carried. So do we still send the one to Doug then or not?
What do you guys think? Do you wanna send it to Doug as a informational? I did talk to him a little bit about it.
I don't think he should really, I don't know if he's really interested in doing it, is he?
He did not say he was interested. I would imagine that the reason it's here under county superintendent of schools is for those counties that have more than one.
Sure.
So we just
Okay.
have one school district, so we have a school superintendent. So that was probably thinking more of the big counties rather than us little counties. So, I don't have any problem with just sending it to Eric. You guys are good with that?
Eric Wilkerson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing to do.
Okay. Thank you.
We can move on to our 1245 Iron Mass support letter.
Well, one question I have, can one of you guys mail and scan those? My printer's down until I get one in. All right. Thanks, sorry. So the iron mask, this came from the ERC, the Elkhorn Restoration Committee, which works with the Elkhorns Working Group. This was done a couple years ago and we offered comment then. It came back through the process that there were, and you can see it in the second paragraph of the letter, deficiencies, cumulative impact deficiencies that were identified by the court in the 2015 environmental analysis of Iron Mask property. So what this is just that we support that, and we support their putting some work into correcting those deficiencies. If we want to have standing, should something happen down the road, we have to have comment in, and so that's what this letter is. Iron Mask is in Broadwater County, it's a piece of our history, it's recreated, it's enjoyed by a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. And that study has been in our office since it was done, so a good couple of years now. Any thoughts?
They were ordered to review it further, is that what it was?
Yeah, and I couldn't tell you what date. It might have been the June 27th, or that's when the comment period opened. But anyway, yeah, it's from the 2015 proposal that they put in, and then somewhere along the line, the court said you need to address these deficiencies. So that's what they've been doing. Public comment is up, I believe, next week. So this gives us a chance to make sure that we have comment on file, just so that if something happens, Broadwater County has standing.
Is there a motion to approve the letter? Want to read the letter?
You want me to?
Yes, if you would.
This is addressed to Scott Haight at Bureau of Land Management. Dear Scott, Broadwater County Board of County Commissioners appreciate the opportunity to comment on the Supplemental Environmental Assessment, SEA, dated June 27, 2019. As the Iron Mask property in Broadwater County is important to telling the story of our history, is the wintering grounds for elk and bighorn sheep in the area, which are making a comeback. Therefore, we support the work you've done to address the cumulative impact deficiencies that were identified by the court in their 2015 environmental assessment of the Iron Mask property. Thank you again. We appreciate the relationship we've built over the years. Sincerely, Broadwater County.
Yes, Tim?
Quick question, mentioned next week. Do you have a date of final opportunity for the public to comment on this supplemental EA?
I don't know that for sure.
No, I don't.
We commented on the first round. This is just a second.
This is supposed to be Iron Mask.
No, I decided to change to the Iron Mark. So I can make that change if you
Okay.
like. And with that change, perhaps we can go ahead and vote to sign it and sign it after we make the change.
There's a motion to approve the letter.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Motion been made and second to approve the letter to the Department of Interior concerning the Iron Mask mine. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries.
And then if one of you could also send and scan that again till I get a printer.
Let's see, is there anything else? Yes, Tim?
Just a quick, I'm gonna say point of order, Mr. Sheriff. The agenda pretty closely delineates the opportunity for the citizens to participate in what's going on here. And, for example, the discussion on the interdisciplinary team was scheduled at 12:45. We're now at 10 after 12. If there are citizens in Broadwater County that wanted to participate in some of these things that are laid out in the agenda, and the agenda is not followed, it makes it very difficult for the citizens to participate as constitutionally provided for. It's been raised many times in this meeting, and Readout News is trying to help get the people informed so that they can be participating in the process. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I guess one thing we could go ahead with is the commissioner's update. I attended the Weed Board, Solid Waste Board, and the Townsend Health Systems Board. The Townsend Health Systems met with St. Peter's Health, Billings Clinic, and Sanford Health. We're still waiting for a last letter to come in from Sanford. Hopefully that'll come in today. And I believe they are going to try to make a decision this week on who they're going to go with. At least a temporary, what were they calling it? Letter of intent,
Letter of intent.
not, what's the next,
LOI, so letter of interest.
what's the next step? A commitment to go with,
Yeah.
with whoever they're gonna make a choice to go with as far as the remanagement of the hospital. Hopefully that's gonna get made this week. I think they were thinking Wednesday. That's all I got.
Yes, I attended some of the same meetings. The other one I attended was down on the south end of the county in regards to establishing the boundary for the TED district that's being proposed down there. Met with all the landowners that were involved in that district, and that's something that needs to be defined and sent to the Department of Revenue.
I attended the same meetings except the Elkhorn Restoration Committee. So Heather DeGeest, working with Bill Avey and our ranger Mike, they've put together a plan that's kind of exciting. We're the only ones in the state doing it. What we're gonna be doing is combining the Helena and Townsend National Forest into one entity. You guys know from the Forested Counties Coalition that there are a number of collaboratives throughout the state. Well, this will be the biggest collaborative. We are a member with our neighboring counties and a bunch of groups. So what we're doing right now is putting together what this new collaborative is going to look like, who the partners are, what the name of it's going to be, our mission, and that application, I believe, is due very quickly, middle of August. So it's pretty exciting. There's the issue with, you know, it's a single stamp on the envelope that stops a whole project. These collaboratives have become the entity that actually is spurring a lot of these projects forward. Johnny Crow is a great example. So that's what we're working on. It's pretty exciting, and I'll continue to keep you updated.
Yes, Tim?
One more point, Mr. Chairman. I understand, I was out of town, so I wasn't here, but Thursday night, I'm not sure which one of the advisory board meetings were here at the courthouse Thursday night at 7. But there was several citizens that made contact through either a social media or phone calls that said that they were outside the courthouse here at the 7 o'clock hour when that was supposed to start. But the doors, of course, were locked and there was no signs on the front door, and they didn't know to go around the back to get in to the building for that meeting. So I guess maybe just for interest of helping people know what the process is, there should be a note on one of the front doors on how to access these meetings if the front doors are locked.
Okay. Normally night meetings are almost always accessed through the back doors.
Well, some people haven't been to the meeting, so they did not know that, and it's not been advertised on the front door as far as, that's for those folks who don't know that.
Okay,
So I came in Thursday night for something else, and the front door on this side was unlocked, and I was surprised it was unlocked. And then I went and I could hear people meeting somewhere in the building, so I figured they were there for a meeting. So I know the front door on this side was unlocked, because I was surprised to find it unlocked that evening.
was the front door on the other end, or the middle door here?
Not the middle door, not the one that's right for the steps, it's the
ones on the other
west
end.
end
Oh,
by
okay,
Doc Campbell's office.
okay.
Again, I wasn't here, so I don't know if that door was, okay. Just thought I'd bring that up, a note on the door helps.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? Yes, Bruce?
Mr. Chairman, I may be out of order, and maybe you've just, that's what this is all about, but I got a headline here, and I too have been out of town, but when I see something like this, the commissioners continue to delay special counsel having to do with the misconduct of certain claims or individuals on the commission, I see your harmony, but I'm wondering, am I out of order to ask why would there be a delay when somebody brings to the attention of maybe a misconduct claim?
Well, we were just trying to make sure everything was done legally. And we were trying to get some information from Mako that they were tied up in meetings and we couldn't get it done.
Are you gonna make a public announcement as to what you're gonna do about it?
Well,
And
I'll leave that-
why a notice was taken off?
I'll leave that to Corey, I'm not gonna get involved with it. He received the email from the Attorney General, or from Mr. Lambert, right?
And you're not gonna get involved?
So I'm not gonna comment on it, because I don't know what I can and can't comment on.
No, that's a pretty significant headline. Doesn't make us look too good, and as a citizen, that's kind of embarrassing.
Well, in my opinion, I think the Attorney General should have handled it months ago, but they chose not to.
The Attorney General, who, Fox?
I don't know, somebody in his office.
So you're putting the blame on somebody else?
All I know is, I don't know what the deal is, I don't know why it wasn't handled through the Attorney General, I don't know why we need to stick our county attorney in the middle of that when he has to recuse himself from it, because he's our representative. So I don't know why the Attorney General didn't handle it when they got it.
Well, my goodness, if I were a commissioner and I had my name on the front cover, I don't know. I don't do business that way.
Well, I don't really like dealing with lawyers very much, so I don't do business with lawyers either.
All right, end of conversation. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? All right, we will adjourn at 12:16.